Amazing Race begins CBS Tuesday, February 28th. See you at the starting line.
Go!
Now, live, CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 11.
It's a horrible thing to be doing to young people. It's terrible.
Tonight, neighbors react to a father and son under arrest for holding illegal drinking parties where young girls say they were violated. Good evening, I'm Larry Menti.
And I'm Alicia Lane. It started with a tip from a teenager and led to a police raid and serious charges about parties that got out of control. Investigators say the parties happened at the suspect's home in Middletown Township, Bucks County. Valerie LeVake is live at the house in Levittown. Val.
Alicia, Middletown police have received about 11 complaints about parties here. They happen nearly every weekend. The hosts, two grown men. The guests, teens who police say are provided alcohol. 52-year-old Michael Perko Sr. and his 21-year-old son, Sean Perko, have been arrested and charged after police say they've been providing alcohol to minors at their Levittown home.
If it's one less sicko out there, that's cool.
From the outside of this home, one would never suspect what police allege has been going on inside. Police say the father and son were charging kids ages 16 and older to drink at their home. At times, there were 20 to 30 people at the parties that, according to next-door neighbors, were frequent and rowdy.
The parties were loud, but more than that, they were long. That really surprised me how long they were, because I would expect them to end at, 1 or 2, but they would go 3, 4, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning.
And it wasn't just the alcohol and parties that concerned police. Female teenagers started coming forward saying that Perko Sr. made advances towards them during the parties, including kissing, groping, and reaching down their shirts.
Let's face it, if he did it, he deserves it, He should be in jail.
And it seems Perko Sr. is no stranger to the law. According to court documents, he has been arrested 11 times, including alcohol violations with minors, driving under the influence, indecent assault against a minor, corruption of minors, thefts, and assaults. This neighbor says Perko Sr. was his son's basketball referee.
He got me arrested before, but he still gets around kids, That's the part I didn't like.
Now, in total, police say that 7 female victims have come forward. Police have confiscated a computer from the home because a 16-year-old says that Perko Sr. took a picture of her barely clothed and downloaded it onto his computer. Both father and son remain behind bars tonight. We're live in Levittown, Bucks County. I'm Valerie LeVake, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Val, thank you. Here we go again. We're talking about another possible weekend winter storm. Will this one hit us or just miss us? That's the all-important weather question tonight. No sign of any snow right now, just another night of cold temperatures as people brave the bitter evening. Meteorologist Kathy Orr is here now with more. Kath.
Well, we've heard this scenario before, Larry. We have the cold air in place. Will we have the moisture? Well, right now, temperatures are cold, not only in the Philadelphia area, but throughout the Northeast and the Midwest, with temperatures in the teens, the 20s in Philadelphia right now, 31. All eyes this week are going to be on an area of low pressure that will be forming within the next 48 hours along the Gulf Coast and move toward the Northeast. Will it be close enough to bring us snow or move farther out to sea? Well, right now, it looks like there's a good chance of seeing some snow. Coming up, we'll show you the probability of seeing weekend snow, and we'll try to time it out as best we can this far out. We'll see you a little bit later on the broadcast. Alicia?
All right, Kathy. Tonight, new information about this fiery crash of a UPS plane at Philadelphia International Airport early this morning. It created chaos that lasted hours for other flights. Calvin Hughes got an update tonight about what happened. He joins us live now from the airport. Calvin.
Alicia, in a news conference late tonight, investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board said at least 2 containers with hazardous materials were on board that UPS plane, but they stopped short of telling us what were those hazardous materials. They also said their goal right now is to try to determine exactly how this plane came to a fiery landing. For more than a few hours, the flames burning on board the UPS plane moved with a certain fury. Early investigation results show 2 possible sources of the fire.
The fire was either cargo related or system related, or perhaps a combination of both.
The pilot and 2 passengers on board made an emergency landing at Philadelphia International Airport around midnight and escaped safely. They were tested for drugs, which is standard procedure. On Thursday, they will be interviewed to determine exactly what happened moments before their emergency landing. And the NTSB says for the next several days, it will painstakingly take apart the charred DC-8 plane and some of the 6,000 packages on board.
If there's no damage to the outside of the container or the packages within, well, then you naturally go to the next one. You're going to follow the damage in order to follow the path. And so that will help us determine where it started, where in the plane, and what path it took.
Now, investigators say the plane was built in 1967, so it's roughly about 40 years old. They also say they had trouble with the cargo door, trying to get it open. They say they'll try to figure out why all of this happened when their investigation starts at 7:30 tomorrow morning. Well, live at Philadelphia International Airport, I'm Calvin Hughes, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Calvin, thank you. A sigh of relief tonight following the evacuation of a Capitol Hill office building in Washington. Sensors detected a nerve agent in the building. However, more testing showed it was just a false alarm. Around 200 people were forced to leave, including 9 senators. They were held in the parking garage next door until police gave the all clear. And now a CBS 3 I-Team investigation. They can be the difference between life and death for a police officer. But Eyewitness News has learned the Philadelphia Police Department is replacing thousands of bulletproof vests. That's because they no longer meet federal certification standards. Investigative reporter Walt Hunter is live right now at police headquarters with more. Walt?
Larry, with crime making headlines citywide and 2 police officers shot and wounded in the past 3 months, vests just like this one are more important to police officers than ever. But thousands of these vests now have to be replaced by the Philadelphia Police Department because they no longer meet federal protection standards.
This memo, sent to police commanders citywide and obtained by CBS 3, now reveals more than 3,000 vests like this one will have to be replaced. The memo explaining the vests will no longer be certified by the National Institute of Justice. The department will no longer use the vests.
The department is presently in the process of replacing all of the new vests that have been issued in the last approximately 3 years. These are vests that contain a material that recently there have been some concerns about.
The material in these protective plates is called Xylon, and the National Institute of Justice says if it's wet or exposed to sunlight, it may not provide the intended level of ballistic resistance.
At no time do we believe that the officer's safety is at risk.
Philadelphia police officials and the manufacturer of the vests say despite the NIJ's concerns about Xylon, the vests are safe. And as officers wait for replacement vests, the city is adding a special coating to make sure the Xylon is not exposed to water or sunlight that might create a problem.
By taking the steps that we're taking right now, we feel confident that the officer's safety will be paramount, and we will be able to maintain our confidence in the vests that are still out there.
Now, there's no word yet from the police department on just how soon the officers will be getting their new vests. One thing for the city is positive in this whole thing. They will not cost the city a penny. They're being replaced for free by the manufacturer. Live at police headquarters, Walt Hunter, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Well, thank you. A SEPTA bus driver is now under arrest after a confrontation with a woman passenger. Mario Edney is charged with aggravated assault and other crimes. A CBS 3 camera was the only one on the scene when Edney was taken in for questioning in Center City. Police say the incident began at 21st in Washington when Edney physically removed the passenger after an argument. The woman suffered a broken shoulder. Authorities in Maryland say an alleged murderer and his victim met through the website myspace.com. The body of 27-year-old Josie Brown was found last night near Baltimore. Police say John Gallmer confessed to beating Brown to death while the two were on a date. He then led police to her body. Police say the two met through myspace.com, an online meeting place where members can post personal information. Now, earlier this week, we profiled myspace.com in a special report titled Flirting with Danger. We showed you how easy it was for us to locate a teenage girl and her family through the information the girl innocently posted on her webpage. To see our report, log on to CBS3.com. Just click on Special Reports.
An hour ago, former Philadelphia Flyer Rick Tocchet was granted definite leave of absence by the NHL as an investigation heats up. Tonight, the National Hockey League hired the former U.S. attorney who headed the Unabomber case to lead its own investigation. It involves a nationwide sports betting ring allegedly run by Tocchet and a New Jersey state trooper. Arrest warrants show Trooper James Harney of Marlton, James Ulmer of Swedesboro, and Tocchet took nearly 600 bets, totaling over $1 million just last month alone. Tonight, Tocchet's attorney said his client is appalled by the media frenzy and will fight false charges with the same grit and resolve he displayed during his illustrious playing career. But the New Jersey State Police say Tocchet was the ringleader.
He's the money man. He's the individual who's setting the bets, setting the prices, setting how much money Horney or Ulmer would profit from working for him.
Tocchet met with the National Hockey League commissioner tonight.
Tonight, someone may be hundreds of millions of dollars richer from a giant Powerball jackpot. Could it be you? Get your ticket out. The drawing for $210 million was held a short while ago. The numbers are 14, 25, 32, 48, 54, and the Powerball is 10. Good luck to you.
Just about everywhere you look these days, people are bopping to their own beat, listening to music on iPods and MP3 players. So with all that music out there in cyberspace, how can you find a good downloading deal? 3 on Your Side's Jim Donovan shows you how.
Music lover Don Pinkerton has only been downloading songs from the internet for a few months.
I would say I download probably 5 to 10 songs a month.
At about 99 cents each, Don thinks the songs are a pretty good buy, but he might want to consider a monthly subscription instead.
You can pay one low monthly fee and get, thousands of songs.
And there are plenty of services to choose from. Prices range from $5 to $15, but with subscriptions, you don't own the songs, you're just renting them. From sites like Yahoo Music Unlimited, Music Now, and Rhapsody.
Rhapsody is a particularly good one because they have low monthly download fees, and then you get 10% off if you want to purchase a song.
Some sites even offer freebies. iTunes offers a free download single of the week. And with Amazon, you can download free tracks from recently released albums. And don't forget the artists themselves.
Usually the artist on their own website will promote their material, their music, and they'll offer something for free.
So you'll have different options to hear your favorite Grammy artist time and time again. Reporting for 3 on Your Side, I'm Jim Donovan.
For more information and links to those music download sites that Jim just mentioned, head to CBS3.com and click on 3 on Your Side.
It was a big night for the Grammys right here on CBS 3. Some big-name stars took to the stage. We have a live report with all the inside scoop on the celebrities and a local singer who hits it big. It's all next on CBS 3 Eyewitness News at 11.
And if you want fries with that, you're getting more than you bargained for fat-wise at one fast food place. That's still ahead.
Meteorologist Kathy Orr is in the Weather Center. She's getting the very latest on a possible weekend storm, and also coming up.
He never felt like a man. She never felt like a woman. So they're switching. A life-changing trend. Even the surgeon was once a man.
It was just a wonderful thing that I waited for my whole life.
The sex switch.
Right about now, Katie's dad is opening an email from Wachovia. It's a balance alert that shows just how much money is in the college checking account he set up with her.
$20? Oh, no.
Katie just got the same alert.
$20? Sweet.
Daily balance alerts. Free with online banking at Wachovia. How satisfied are you with your bank?
Wachovia, rated #1 in customer satisfaction 4 years in a row.
What is happiness? It's the brand new Supreme Omelet. The most delicious breakfast sandwich from Dunkin' Donuts ever. A fluffy scrambled egg with savory vegetables, crispy bacon, American cheese, all on a freshly baked croissant.
Yeah, that must be some sandwich.
The new Supreme Omelet has such a big, one-of-a-kind taste. It's the happiest sandwich on earth.
In honor of President's Day, your Honda dealers are doing some cutting of their own. The President's Day celebration, going on now at your Honda dealer. Lease a Honda Pilot for $279 a month with a total drive-off of $19.99 for well-qualified customers.
And the Grammy goes to Boulevard of Broken Dreams, Green Day.
Here they come to accept the award. Green Day walking away with Record of the Year at the Grammys tonight. You saw all the action right here on CBS 3. Another big winner, Penn grad John Legend. he walked away with 3 Grammys, including Best Male R&B Vocal Performance and the Best New Artist. For sure, the stars shine brightly tonight in L.A. It was a who's who that turned out for music's biggest night. And this year, the show featured an unprecedented number of live performances by legends. Anne-Marie Green is live outside the Staples Center with all the behind-the-scenes action, including our Philly favorite, Anne-Marie.
Indeed, our Philly favorite, John Legend. He was sort of the Cinderella story. Last year, he was on stage playing the piano behind Kanye West. This year, he had 8 nominations. He walked away with an armful of hardware. He was very excited about it when I spoke to him prior to the show on the green carpet. What is it about Philadelphia that brings out all this talent?
Well, I was there for 4 years, and I met a lot of musicians when I was there, and it's a very soulful community, I think, and it's a place where the arts can flourish.
John Legend wasn't the only one with fond memories. Yeah. Sean Paul.
Yeah, you know, cheesesteak, ish kabibbles, doing my thing. Yeah, it was good.
Hometown boy Gary Dorton.
Cheesesteak, Germantown ribs, you know, good old pretzel.
Others had a lot to say about the star-studded event.
The Grammys are the biggest pat on the back you can possibly get as an artist.
The weirdest part is just thinking, oh, please don't let there be any really terrible pictures of me in any magazines tomorrow.
It's going to be great because I'm doing the record of the year. I've got the thing right here. Do you want to know who it is?
Yeah.
I wanted to be a singer, and you know, I ended up doing this other thing, and that worked out fairly well. But this means everything because I'm still a rookie at it.
Wow, I'm overwhelmed. I feel so blessed. You want to pinch yourself? Oh, I got to. Then there was the clothes. Some designer made, some homemade.
This is my grandmother back in Nashville. She's 73, and she makes the rhinestone Wranglers that are all the rage now.
They say diamonds are a lady's best friend, but I think men love it too. So, you know, I had to put it in my mouth.
This is about 10 carats, probably about 20 grand, but it's kind of light.
Kind of like, see, I knew I was missing something when I got dressed. I got the Nicole Miller dress, the, you know, bling on the ears, but no bling on the teeth. I should have worked on that. By the way, I have a little bit of gossip for you, a little bit of a diva dust-up. There's rumors of it prior to the show. Apparently, Mariah Carey wanted to open the show. Madonna said, look, if I don't open the show, I'm not performing. We know who won that dust-up. Madonna ended up opening the show with Gorillaz. Live from the Staples Center in Los Angeles, I'm Anne-Marie Green, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
Little Bigfoot action there, Anne-Marie. Great job. Thanks. And Anne-Marie's going to be heading out to all those parties tonight, so she'll have the scoop live starting at 5 a.m. tomorrow. Not much sleep for Anne-Marie. Back in our area tonight, CBS 3 cameras on hand for a Grammy party at World Cafe Live in Philadelphia's University City. Recording Academy members as well as fans cheered on their favorite musical acts while watching the show on a 14-foot cinema screen. We invite you to check out CBS3.com for a complete Grammy wrap-up. You can see a list of all the winners, as well as some of the musical performances and a green carpet slideshow. Just click on Entertainment.
In health, a surgery that is on the rise, switching genders, men becoming women and women turning into men. It's a delicate and complicated surgery. Medical reporter Stephanie Stahl has more on one couple's amazing journey.
They look like an ordinary couple, but Matthew and Isabel are switching genders. Matthew, who's 23, was born a girl named Melanie, and Isabel, who's 44, was a man, Dwayne.
Every time I looked in the mirror, I always felt something was wrong.
Isabel and Matthew have been taking hormones for a year and are already dressing for their new genders. But Matthew is still a woman under his clothes. Isabel, a man.
It's been a turmoil all my adult life that I can remember.
She lived the life of a man, was married to a woman, had 2 children, but always felt he should be a she. It was the same for Matthew, who felt he was born with the wrong body.
We're not any different than you or anyone else. We're just human. We're just, you know, unique. What I want is to have the body I should have all the time.
After meeting online, they came to the Philadelphia Center for Transgender Surgery.
There's an enormous demand for it.
Dr. Sherman Leese, who specializes in gender reassignment surgery, says it's not about sexuality, but gender identity. For some people, like Matthew and Isabel, the brain doesn't fit with the body. They're about to have the first of several surgeries.
I'm nervous because it's my first surgery ever.
Matthew will have his size D breasts removed, and Isabel is getting breast implants.
Say goodbye to the flat chest.
Yeah.
Because when you wake up, you're going to be built.
On the surgery team, Dr. Christine McGinn, who identifies in a special way Isabel's need to make the transformation.
Since the age of 3, I knew that something was different.
That's because Christine was a man until 4 years ago. At one point, a prominent surgeon in the Navy. She says gender reassignment isn't a freak show. It's simply fixing nature's mistake.
It was just a wonderful thing that I waited for my whole life.
For Matthew and Isabel, after the breast surgeries, next comes genital reassignment. Isabel's male genitalia will be turned into a female's. Matthew will become a man with tissue from his abdomen.
In the female to male, it's a little more complicated. Instead of shortening the urethra, which is the tube that we urinate through, we have to lengthen it.
Dr. Leese says the reassigned body parts eventually look and work just like the real thing. For Matthew and Isabel, their families have accepted their new identities, and someday they could even be coming to a wedding. There are about 1,200 transgender surgeries a year in the United States. It costs between $20,000 and $50,000, and it's not insurance. Like with any surgery, risks and potential complications, and all of the patients are carefully psychologically screened before they have this surgery. We have a lot more information on transgender surgery on our website, CBS3.com.
Thank you, Steph.
You're welcome.
You put on a coat tonight?
No, I'm still thinking about the story.
Okay. I'm trying to move
Just go on
forward.
without me.
I don't know what kind of segue to make
Very
that.
interesting indeed. Then I'll make that segue for you. It is cold out there. Make sure you pack up the winter gear. Of course, the hats, gloves, scarves, mittens, and maybe even the snow shovels. It may be that time of winter. Let's take you to where they definitely need that. Jack Frost's Big Boulder pumping out the snow, and why not? Temperatures are cold enough. We are in for a good ski weekend, with or without Mother Nature. That is for sure. Philadelphia sitting pretty tonight. Cloudy skies, but cold in the 30s and falling into the 20s overnight tonight. Temperatures will remain on the cold side, that's for sure. Now, Philadelphia's high temperature for the day, only 36, the low 26. Normally, we're at 41 and 26 for this time of year. Tomorrow, another day with below average temperatures. Temperatures not falling off as fast tonight as they did last night. The reason why, we have the cloud cover. Philadelphia 31, Allentown 27, Mount Pocono 19, 23 degrees in Millville. Now, by tomorrow, some clouds, some sun. Temperatures staying cold, ranging from 34 degrees in Allentown to 38 in Atlantic City. Tomorrow's high in Philadelphia, 36, another day below average. We have to talk about what everyone's been talking about over the past, I'd say about 12 hours, and that's for snow, at least the chance of it. We are going to watch an area of low pressure develop along the Gulf Coast, and that will be within the next 48 hours. 3 tracks we're looking at: a coastal track, a middle track that would take the storm out to sea, and not just this weekend at all. New information coming into the Weather Center still suggests variability. So we're going to stick with what we had at 6 o'clock, saying a 25% chance of a coastal track, also 25% chance of out to sea, meaning no snow, but leaning toward that 50% chance of at least seeing light to moderate snow Saturday night into Sunday morning. Now, there's more information coming in overnight. Brooks will have that tomorrow morning. And, of course, by tomorrow, we'll have a very good idea of what we can expect by the weekend. But in the meantime, clouds on the increase tonight, 23 to 26. The cold air will already be in place. Clouds and sun tomorrow, 34 to 38 degrees with a west wind. And the cold air will remain. Temperatures at or below average for Friday. Cold for Saturday, so we don't have to worry about that. We just have to watch the exact track of that storm. So a chance of snow late Saturday into early Sunday. Then Monday, just a bit of a blustery day. Next week, seeing temperatures get milder and then turn colder again. And we have new computer guidance suggesting that maybe more snow than changing to rain by next weekend. But first things first. We first have to get through this weekend. So update tomorrow morning with Brooks Tomlin, and then we'll have more for you tomorrow on Eyewitness News at 4.
All right, Kat, thanks.
All right, the Bobcats went meow.
Boy, they did. It was an
Right.
embarrassing night for the 76ers tonight, and a hat trick for a young flyer. Highlights of both games and much more coming up in sports.
At ShopRite, you'll find great value down every aisle, from terrific weekly savings to the freshest produce.
During our half-price sale, ShopRite butter in the 1-pound package, $1.99.
Always fresh and always for less. ShopRite.
Evening, lovebirds.
Hey, aren't you?
Gus,
the second most famous groundhog in Pennsylvania and your friendly chaperone. Here to spread a little love with Hearts of Gold.
Hearts of Gold?
Yeah, this month's new